Is Russia depressing? Are Russians depressed? Or Russia just looks depressed? Hello everyone, you're watching Simply Shamal, and today we are going to talk about this topic. Well, it's still the end of November, but winter has come to Russia, as you can see. Well, the temperature is around -2 degrees. It's pretty usual weather for St. Petersburg in November. Normally it starts snow falling at this period of time. I just arrived to a small children's play area, as you can see, but unfortunately no one is playing at this time. I clearly don't understand why, but probably it's because of the, how would you say, the weather conditions. Probably parents just don't want their children to be sick. So this area where I live, it's called Kalninsky district. It's located in a little bit north from the center of St. Petersburg, and yeah, it's a quite nice district. I like this place actually. Look what I found. It's a hell of a ship. I think it's a paradise for young children to play in this kind of a ship. Yeah, it looks cool, really cool. I mean, if someone is planning to be Captain Jack Sparrow, this is the ideal place to start, I guess. So let's come back to the topic of depression. Recently I saw some videos in YouTube that some vloggers from Russia doing videos about the bad weather of Russia. Everything is gray and very depressing, something like that. So I also wanted to show you guys how everything looks like in November. Like, it's just around 2 p.m. in the afternoon, but everything looks gray. And if you guys can see, lights are on in some houses. This is the main door of a building. This is how it looks like. So you can enter the code and go inside, or you can just dial the number and call whoever you want, and they will open the door for you from inside. And this is the security camera here, and they are watching you. So the thing I wanted to tell you that is, if you are a person who is depressed or you are under depression, the weather in Russia could boost it, I guess. Oh, it's a really nice place. Again, I can see a place where birds can eat. It's really hard in this period to find food, and yeah, kind people just made this type of place. Birds are eating. Yeah, I was talking about the weather can boost your depression level if you are in Russia, because in this type of weather probably it's really hard to find motivation to do something. Probably all you want is to stay inside and just maybe sleep or do whatever you want. Let's suppose you found motivation and just came outside, but all you see is these type of trees without any green leaves. So I don't think it gives that much of energy, or how would you say, some positive feeling to you. And in the autumn, normally the leaves would look yellow and orange, but in Russia they look a little bit brownish color. I can show you some leaves, but if you can see, it looks a little bit different. It's definitely not yellow and orange, it's brownish color. So the conclusion would be, the weather in Russia could make you depressed for a certain level. I think, yeah, there is a little bit truth in it. But personally, I think sometimes people get the wrong idea about depression, or probably they are mixing up depression with something else. I think you have to figure out, are you depressed, or you just have a terrible life, or it's just a combination of both. So as far as I'm concerned, if you're depressed, you don't have a terrible life. As they call the depression, it's the rich man's disease. So if you're depressed, you don't necessarily have a terrible life. For example, you have friends, you have good family, and also you have good intimate relationship, and you don't have bad habits, you are not addicted to alcohol, narcotics or something like that. And apart from all that, you feel awful and terrible, and then you have depression, I guess. And I'm telling you this as a friend. If you're feeling that you're depressed, probably you're not depressed, it's just that you have a terrible life. So when you know that you have a terrible life, what could you do? Probably it's better to fix it. I think you could start small. You don't need necessarily to take really big steps. So I'll be a little bit precise what I meant by having a terrible life. Does it look like you have no friends? Your family is a mess, and you got no job, you're failing in university or something like that, and probably you have really bad habits, alcohol, smoking, or something that you can't get rid of, pornography, something like that. So I think the best way to fix something is that to hold somewhere that you can grab and start fixing it. Fix things that you can fix. Gradually the things will get better. Well, unfortunately, something that is not getting gradually better is the weather today. I think it's getting darker and colder. So I think that you guys learned something from today's video, and after this video you have got something to think through.